Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at NVDA, AMD, and Tesla. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out CobraTrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Sign up, they'll give you a call back. I've been using Cobra for years, guys. Hands down, the best in the business. Never had an issue. Great guys. If you're an active trader, give these guys a shot. CobraTrading.com. Check them out. All right, so daily chart on NVIDIA. 21 million on the day. It was down $8 red. Up a little bit after hours. No great shakes, but check this out. So we get the upgrade. I think it was a double upgrade, and then the talk and the stock of the year. They bring it up 3 days here and then chop, chop, boom, right back down to gap window. Almost filled the gap today, and we're holding the 20 MA and this big trend line right here. As long as we're holding this area and the 50 MA, this is okay. If this gaps down and starts to roll, then you're looking at this pivot, this gap fill right around 156.49, then ultimately this little pivot here around 153.66. If the markets start to move lower, this starts rolling, we are heading down to 200 MA. Well, first stop, I should say, this little pivot here around 139.07. It's pretty close to this, but the 200 MA will be the magnet. The 200 MA will be the target for a lot of these high flyers, so watch for that. But ultimately, guys, we have gap window, 114, and we still have a big gap fill right around 102.81. So be careful in this stock, guys. I mean, it's came in, bounced up, came in. One last bounce. Is this where they put the bag holders on? Possibly, guys, possibly. If we can hold this area here in this trend line, it might actually go sideways and then maybe the next move up for 200. If the SPY, the IWM, the Qs keep selling or keep moving lower, I mean, the IWM was positive today, but if we get a little more action to the downside, this will start to slip and you will see this hitting the 200 MA in no time. Just be awake in these markets, guys. That's all I can say. Let's go to the weekly on this one. Weekly chart, you know, still nothing wrong. Here's that trend line, but look at this thing just moving up, guys. We did have a tail here, and you know what? We have not, gosh, last week we did not confirm, so wow, we still didn't confirm on a weekly above all the MAs and stuff. So this thing's still trying to break out, still have a little bit of a tail here. Let's see if we could come in and come below. If we close below 168.09, then we could be in trouble, and then we could probably go to the 158.90, 123.38, and then right around the $100 even number where gap fill is on this one. So, but the day or the weekly, still a little bit stretched coming in, but the monthly, guys, high flyer. This is at 93.45. This is even giving us a little tail, and we did have a little tail here as well. We did close above it last month. Let's see if we confirm. We still have a couple days left in September, so let's see what happens in the next couple days on NVIDIA. But still a high flyer. This one will be coming eventually. It's just the stock of the year, guys, so that's what's holding this thing up. And then 20 people upgraded, that's why it's moving. Now, AMD, guys, completely different story here. Gosh, you know, I thought for sure we'd actually get above this 1477 or 17 area. You have the big trend line here. You had the channel that it was once in. Tried going for it. Everybody started getting bullish right here, and boom, right back down. Just unbelievable. I mean, this is a great trading stock. I didn't short it here. I would have probably gave it a shot up in this area, maybe 1622, but right now it's just too choppy for me to start. Okay, hit this line, let's take a short. I mean, it's after the fact, of course, guys, it's always easier to see. Down, retrace into the 618 trend line, into these little pivots here. Right back down. This is down and sideways, guys. This is still a bearish pattern. Holding on to the 200 MA and back below the 50 and the 20, so be careful with this one here. I mean, it's holding on to this. I will say if it cracks 1187, then you're going to start filling some gaps down here easily, and you got a gap down here, and ultimately the 991 or double bottom down in this area. So if the 200 MA gives away off this slightly bearish choppy pattern, then we could easily see 10 bucks in the near future. Market sell, we'll definitely see 10 bucks on this one. So be careful if you're long or short, guys. For all I know, we hit the 200 today. This thing might bounce this thing right back up and come right back to 14 by the end of the week. So watch out for this one. I do not have a position in this one. And until we find a good bottom or a lower price or a higher price to short, I'm just going to watch this one and help some people out. I get a lot of emails during the week to say, hey, help me out. What's going on with AMD? You've been pretty good with this one. And we've been calling it pretty good. I just can't. I just don't. It's just $2-3 here and there. I want something that goes up, and then pulls back real nice. This one is still using technicals, working pretty good on this one. Just be careful, guys. I mean, everyone hopped in here on that news with Tesla, and they're all getting slammed right now. And another thing, no more than 10% of your total portfolio in any position, especially stocks like this, or Tesla, or AMD, or NVIDIA, any of these high flyers, guys, just be really, really careful. And even on this one, if you go to the monthly, and this is why we were playing this one more to the downside. I mean, like I said, I don't have a position now, but before when the 20 MA was down here around $6, $6.50, that was telling me definitely coming in. It is coming up a little bit more. You're going to have a cross here eventually, but slightly still bearish here. Bullish stance above the MAs on the monthly, bigger time frame, but slightly bearish inside this bar. Until we pop above 1341 and close on a monthly chart, I still think this one is going lower. So just be careful with AMD, NVIDIA, any of these. They might get a downgrade, upgrade, downgrade. That's the games they're playing right now. In the light volume markets, it's a little bit easier to manipulate stocks up and down, at least in my opinion, or what I've been told by some other pros. They're actually in the industry. So just be careful with this one. And Tesla, guys, what can I say with this one? Someone needs lower prices, so they're just bleeding this thing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days of downward action. We did come into this high, though. The double top here. And boom, that was it. Right back down. And when we were chopping, I mean, where it was chopping, going slow, and then finally they popped it up right here, and then boom, right back down. So we're back below the 50 and the 20 MA. In a little bit of a weak stance. If we get some follow through tomorrow and we close below this 336.54 to the 331 area, 332, anywhere in this vicinity. Let's see, let me put this. And if we crack this trend line too, this is a big one as well. So, and that's what it kind of hit today and gave that little bit of a bounce up. We could pull the Fibonacci off there for now. But yeah, that's what we're going to watch. You got this trend line coming in here, connecting the lows. You are in a pretty good channel. I mean, we popped up here, chop, 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 came right back into the channel. We had this little bit of an area for a bounce as well off this trend line. That's a weaker one. I mean, now we're going through price, but I'm going to keep it in there. But this is the trend line or the channel. And then you had this one here, which was nice. You had a nice breakout on this one. But then I said to myself, you know what? It's coming up here. You have gap fill. You have double top. You have the 400 even number. Let's see if we could get there. And boom, right back down. So a little bit weak right now, but nothing crazy. Might be a little bit oversold. You're coming into some good areas of support. So will they bounce this one? Or is this a candidate where they gap lower and we go right to the 200 MA or double bottom here around the 303 area where it was falling apart back here? So another great trading vehicle, just like AMD, just like NVIDIA. And let's see what happens in the next couple days, guys. Friday close will be very important for this one. But if you're long Tesla, don't worry about it yet. Nothing crazy. If you start getting below the 336, 335 area, then it's going to, well, you know what? Let's give it a little bit more. You fill this gap, you get the double bottom and get right here to the 303, then you are going to hit the 200 MA. And this could be a bounce area, or this might be the time where they send it through and they start filling gaps down below. So let's look over the weekly real quick here. So the weekly chart, that's why I want to see, okay, so we're holding the 20 MA, we're still inside this bar. Yeah, look at that, nice retrace to the top, boom, right back down. Yeah, I think we're going to 303 and then to the 285 area down in here and gap fill around 278.81 when it's all said and done. So if the SPY starts to sell a little bit more, then you're looking at lower prices. You might even tap the 250 area, 236, 200 MA on the bigger time frame. So you did still had, what do we have, 7 million on the day. It was down $6.10, so not a great showing, but it's Tesla. People buy the dip. Watch out for that. And one more thing to keep an eye on, guys, watch the SPY. We're still going into the 56 million, 50 million, 45 million, still light volume. If the volume picks up on that one, we should see a little more selling. If we do start selling on the overall indexes, these stocks will go lower in a heartbeat. So watch for that. Stay awake in these markets, and just keep trading, guys. You know what? Just don't let one bad trade get to you. Just keep putting them out there, getting in, getting out, covering your position. Don't be a pig. Don't go, crazy positions. We only do 10% of our total portfolio. So if you have 100 grand, no more than 10 grand. So if you have a trade upside down in, you're not getting beat down that bad. So that's how we do it. That's how we keep trading, and that's how we make money here at StockBookie.com. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for these three, and just stay buoyant in these markets. We had a little bit of sell-off in tech the last couple days. Let's see if this one continues into the new month of October. Again, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.